My family was in Pune. This one they also shifted to Ahmedabad.
So may I seek your permission to begin?
I first any of the year maybe certificate through, but because of family shouldn't make it. But it was going to DRDO.
A very good afternoon to all the esteemed dignitaries, senior scientists, faculty members, and everyone who has joined us here today. Under the aegis of Amity's mission, Welcome, Focus, Discussion, and Implement, Amity University is honored today to have the gracious presence of Dr. Sibes Chandra Bhattacharya ji, Director, DRDO-Industry-Academia, Center of Excellence, University of Hyderabad. We wholeheartedly welcome you to Amity University, sir. Dr. Bhattacharya ji brings with him an extensive expertise in high energy materials and is a distinguished leader in DRDO Industry-Academia collaboration. With over 4 decades of exemplary service in defense research and academic engagement, he has played a key role in fostering strategic partnerships across institutions. His contributions have also been widely recognized with numerous prestigious awards. The primary objective of Dr. Bhattacharya's visit today is to deliver a keynote lecture on fostering indigenous defense capabilities through academic research. This session will be followed by an interactive discussion with faculty members to identify potential areas for research collaboration and exploring funding opportunities under the DRDO Industry-Academia Center of Excellence. Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh, currently serving as the Senior Vice President at the Amity Foundation for Science, Technology and Innovation Alliances, FSDA, Amity University, Noida, is a distinguished scientist with an illustrious career spanning over 3 decades. He has held key leadership roles, including Chief Executive Officer of Biotech Park, Lucknow. To begin the program, I would like to request Dr. A.K. Singh, sir, to deliver the welcome address, followed by a presentation on Amity R&D ecosystem in defense, space, and electronics. Please, sir.
Namaskar and good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Bhattacharya, today's guest, Dr. Selvamurthy, Dr. Neeraj Sharma, senior colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Today we all are very delighted to have our old friend, colleague, Dr. Bhattacharya, amongst us this afternoon. On behalf of Honorable Founder President and whole Amity University, we welcome you and we are really thankful to you for acceding to our request and to spare time and to be with us and later on interacting with the faculty and sharing your thoughts. Now, after, at the moment, after completing his tenure at DRDO, he's leading the DRDO Industry-Academia Center for Excellence, situated at IIT Hyderabad. Dr. Selvamurthy, sir may recall, that is basically is the acronym, Advanced Center for High Energy Materials, Research in High Energy Material. And I had the opportunity of visiting Acraham few times. And at that time, to share with you, that center was doing a wonderful job. The publications and other research areas, though the building is exactly replica of Bhattacharya Center, Bhattacharya University Center. And as I was sharing with you, Amity and DRDO, we connect with DRDO through various channels and various levels, as I explained, right from having projects with them, working together on various R&D areas for internships, mentorship, in as experts, and I think if I won't be wrong that we have maximum connect with DRDO. And I think MIT Education Group has got some special love and affection with DRDO fraternity, because lot of people like me who have superannuated from DRDO are now serving at MIT Education Group. And if we really see, the DRDO at the moment is the main technology developer in this country. And MIT had been, it's, I think, one of the partners, or a kind of an academic partner in this journey. And MIT has contributed a lot through various projects and other schemes. Why I said that DRDO is the main technology developer, I think now it has been amply demonstrated by recent global events and incidents that it is the technology which is the panacea for everything. Right from the social problems to diplomatic problems to, strength or might. And that's what we have seen even 3 days back. And I can't resist myself in saluting DRDO. And I think we are getting a lot of appreciation from various quarters of the great contribution by DRDO. And I think many platforms have been successfully used, and they have shown their worth or might in the recent conflict, right from Pinaka, LRSAM, or BrahMos, Akash missile system, and Program AD. Some of the components of Program AD were also deployed, and various, value addition to the systems, so EW systems and others. And you may be aware that Dr. Silvamurthy had a great interview yesterday on BrahMos. Hana? Dr. Silvamurthy talking of BrahMos, that was a great thing.
Today we have a time stop.
So the point which I want to drive is, it's the technology. And today we are here to further our endeavor or the vision of the Honorable Founder President, that how we want to be part of this journey, so that tomorrow that India is the technological might, and thereby becoming what Dr. Silvamurthy or everyone says, that Viksit Bharat, or self-reliant India. And sir, to share with you that we keep inviting very eminent people in their respective fields to listen to them, and just to explore how we can engage with them, and how, at what level, and how we can take advantage or work together. So in this sequence of events, you are here, and we will interact with you more. And once again, thank you very much for be with us this afternoon. Now, in about 10 to 15 minutes, quickly, though, MIT Education Group, the presentation is very huge, but I will run through quickly. And then we have invited, faculty members who are working in this specific area or allied area of your interest. And they will share their research, and they will also share what they have done. I forgot one thing, Dr. Bhattacharya in DRDO Industry Center or Center for Excellence. I think one main thing which had been his expertise and where he is working is high energy materials. That is the core of his, research. And high energy materials are one of the major component of what I talked, because these are the materials which propel, which gives, boost right to ISRO or any other delivery systems. So, sir, now I'll go to the MIT presentation. I think we welcome you to MIT. And if I share with you the canvas or spread of MIT University today, we boast of having more than 700,000 alumni spread across the world, and they are pursuing their careers in different fields. And at the moment, we have more than 250,000 active students enrolled in various courses in various campuses, 6,000 faculty and scientists, and about equal number of faculty and scientists who are either adjunct faculty or visiting faculty. And MIT is one of the largest private higher education group in this country, having 12 campuses or 12 universities spread in various states, and similar number abroad in various countries. And MIT Education Group offers education right from kindergarten to post PhD. And you would be surprised that recently we got the big brand, that is Harris School, to India. And one of such schools is fully functional in Bengaluru. And another is being opened in USA, New York. I think I will not go into the infrastructure. I can say that we have got a second to none infrastructure to carry out our activities. And this is just glimpse of various campuses, right from Manesar, Haryana, Noida, where you are sitting. This is kind of a big brother campus because everything started from here, like Defense Science Center, DSC in DRDO. Metcalf House. Then we have a presence in Bihar, Patna, Ranchi, Raipur, Mumbai, and Kolkata, and Rajasthan, Jaipur. And if I talk of campuses abroad, right from Singapore, Mauritius, Dubai, London, Tashkent, and Nairobi. And we have two campuses in USA. One is in San Francisco, and the other is in Long Island, New York. And the proposal or the vision of Honorable Founder President is to make this Long Island as the global research hub in traditional medicine. And we offer variety of programs, and these programs are, driven by the employability of these programs. And we cover the canvas of right from social science to biological science, management science, engineering side, or culture, arts and culture. And if I go to some specific courses like nuclear science technology, neuropsychology, biotechnology, cyber crime, even nutrition, physiotherapy, geoinformatics, molecular medicine, nanotechnology, and space and science technology. And even the defense technology, I'll share some of the activities in this area. If we have to see the ranking, because that is the barometer of our standing in the field. And I think we had never crossed the 50 number. We had always been below that. And the latest ranking is, overall university ranking is 32. And that is out of 1100 odd institutions which participate, though the number of institutions is much more. Pharmacy 32 and engineering 30. And we have got the accreditation of almost all top accrediting agencies in at the national level and at the global level. Like, we are the Asia's only university not for profit by US regional accreditation. This is the accrediting agency in the US, which accredits, many top universities. And that gives us the platform or understanding of having curriculum at a global level, the quality control at global level. So that strengthens us. And we QA that we have till 2029. Recently, we got it renewed. And I think what I have told you, the whole arena or whole MIT Education Group is nothing but the vision or the creation of one personality, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, who we call the founder president. He himself is in chemical engineering, a chemical engineer who was a flourishing businessman in Germany. And he decided to do some philanthropy, and he started the MIT Education Foundation. Came back to India, wanted to educate India, and so that India can become the developed country. And he wanted to combine East and the West, means sanskars, our traditions, our values, our ethics, and the modern education. And he is helped by his sons, Dr. Atul Chauhan, as I said, he is the chancellor of this campus and some other campuses, and he is the product of London School of Economics. The other son, Dr. Asim Chauhan, who is also chancellor of campuses like in Haryana and in Madhya Pradesh, and other sons, Ajit Chauhan, Mr. Abhay Chauhan, and Amol Chauhan. And Amol Chauhan is a director in, founder's office for strategy. And now he has started overlooking the various activities and planning of this campus. And all his sons have affiliation to one of the best institutions in the world, as Mr. Amol Chauhan is a product of Harvard Business School. So it means the educated family is running the education business. That is the point. Now the tagline is that MIT is a research and innovation driven university. And if we have to fulfill that tagline, the ingredients, are they existing? If yes, are we pushing? So according to me, what I feel that one is the will, either political will or will of the promoters or will of the trustees. We have ample will. Support of the management, the functionaries who drive, like Vice Chancellor, Deans, and Dr. Silvamurthy, who is president of whole, he is overseeing the R&D of whole MIT Education Group. They are there to facilitate. They are there to, act as a catalyst. Infrastructure, one-liner I'll say, we have enviable infrastructure, whether technical or civil. Human resource, but there is a unique experiment, successful experiment of combining the experienced, senior people with high energy or high octane faculty at younger level. And this is another very important aspect is enabling processes. Various, structural and, processes are there to facilitate or to make to do the ease of doing research. I'll share with you some. Collaborations is the mainstay, and we connect with academia and industry. We are very much conscious about our knowledge, intellectual property rights. We have dedicated IPR cell and DST sponsored Directorate of Innovation and Technology Transfer. I'll share with you, we have got second to none IPR profile. Second to none IPR profile. And we have MIT Center for Entrepreneurship Development, by which we inculcate or instill the entrepreneurial mindset in at the earlier level or earlier times. And I and Dr. Neeraj Sharma, we come from FSTR. Dr. Silvamurthy come from STIF. These two institutions, their job is to assist, to facilitate, to connect, and to help all our faculty. Our job is just to see how we can reduce their legwork and how we can, push their research endeavors. Honorable Founder President throws various missions, means success by compulsion. So like mission outcome, where he will see that what each and every activity is bringing out. As I said, Mr. Shukla is sitting here. He leads the mission outcome. And after each and every meeting or activity, he will see that how we are getting benefited. What is ROI? So means we mind business. And other missions, mission space, recently announced by Honorable Founder President, and he wants that MIT should be number one partner with ISRO in private universities. And when he threw this challenge to faculty, after that we have signed MOU with ISRO, and a lot of activities are going on, and the FSTR team is coordinating this mission, and mission green hydrogen. Again, and if you see now in last about few months, we are able to attract many industries who are funding research at MIT University. So as you were saying that industry is not funding, now we have set an example that industry is funding in private university. We have many industries who are willing and many have agreed. As I said, human resource, we engage various domains in respective fields, in collaborative research, PhD guidance, or their lectures or mentorship whenever they are visiting this side of the globe. And we also engage various, very senior experienced people who are Indian, like B.N. Malik, who is an Sham Bhatnagar awardee. He heads the our neurosciences department. Dr. B.C. Das, who is a master in human papilloma virus. Professor P.V. Sharma had been VC of various 2-3 universities. Dr. Silva Murthy, he is with us. Dr. Nutan Kaushik, and we have many, research Ramalinga fellows, which I will share with you. Another signature activities which MIT has is that we host the maximum number of Ramanujan and Ramalinga fellows. And you may be aware these fellowships are offered by DST and DBT to transit the postdoctoral fellows who have gone abroad, those who want to come back. So they offer fellowship for 3 years as for the transitioning. And this is a very competitive fellowship. And the returning fellow has to choose the institution of his choice as a host. So we have the maximum people are here. They have chosen MIT education group, or they have shown trust in us. And what we do, once they complete their fellowship, we do not let them go. We offer them the faculty position. So about 12 such fellows, after completing their fellowship, are professors or associate professors and leading their research teams independently. And these are some of the photographs and picture. And I think I'll go through quickly. We have, technical infrastructure to carry out research in plant sciences, biological sciences, physical sciences, management sciences, anything. And we have almost all analytical equipments, either HPLC, confocal microscope, fermenter, PACS, chromatography. And we also have DST Pulse Center, where the DST has sponsored, and we leverage the technical facility of various campuses to our advantage. And recently, the trustees have spent a lot of money in creating Artificial Intelligence Center for Excellence. And we have created a 10 petaflop computational facility, which is a common facility to be utilized by management sciences, social sciences, biological sciences. Any department can do that. I think this is the canvas of the research areas which we prioritize. A lot of research is going on. These are some of the priority research areas. I think biological sciences or molecular medicine is a huge group where they carry out research. I'll share with you nanotechnology, where Dr. V.K. Jain is there, click chemistry, quantum technologies, as you were mentioning, material sciences you were mentioning, space science, green hydrogen, cybersecurity, etc. I think this is the cancer biology group, where we deal or explore or do research on various aspects of cancer biology, right from detection, diagnosis, therapy, prognosis, finding new markers or new targets. And to do so, we develop various models or organoids, or try various herbal preparations, etc., etc. I'll go through quickly. Neurosciences is a huge department led by Dr. Malik, where we focus mainly on behavioral neurosciences. Drug targeting, though it links with the molecular medicine, where we do the repurposing of the drug, or developing various phytochemicals to be used as drug, what we say herbal medicine or traditional medicine. And some of our drugs are, even Unani drugs, are undergoing clinical trials under the sponsorship of Ayush. Click chemistry, it's a very unique and a very vibrant department, which was created under the mentorship of one of the Nobel laureate, Dr. Moses, and Dr. Mona Lisa Mukherjee leads this, and they develop various molecules for their application in various biological and non-biological utilities. We are part of the CERN CMS and agriculture biotechnology. We do carry out R&D in almost all the aspects, right from soil health, environmental health, drug resistance, productivity, fortification, even up to the extension activities. And this whole gamut of activities is led by Nutan Kaushik and Mr. Dr. Kharakwal. We are very much concerned about the environmental research or environmental health. And we have a small even environment monitoring setup in this campus in collaboration with NASA and IIT Delhi. And we do take care of the water contamination, air contamination, and develop various modalities to detect and take care of the health, means bioremediation and other things. I think Dr. V.K. Jain will highlight this agrovoltaic and Rutonic. This is a very star product of MIT. This is a Piriformospora indica, which is a root endophyte, which takes care of the abiotic stress. And this enhances the productivity and takes care of the soil health. And this technology has been transferred to 8 industries. And one of the industry is situated in Taiwan. And this product is available in the market. Material science, we work on various materials, right from, phase changing material and nanomaterials and materials to be used for, photovoltaic, etc. Sensor technology, and when we develop these materials, we try to utilize them for development of various sensors. I think Dr. Tinku Basu will further highlight on this. She had been developing various sensors for biological diagnosis or evaluation. I think I'll just go through this MIT Green Hydrogen Mission. Here, we take care or we research on various aspects, right from production, storage, transport, safety, and its utility. In that, we have a very strong collaboration with Olu University. And we have, one of the fellows of Olu University deployed here. And 2 of the Ramanujan fellows who are working in Green Hydrogen Mission under the guidance of Dr. V.K. Jain. He will further highlight. And we have submitted a proposal to MNRE for creation of a Center for Excellence in MIT University. And we are keeping our fingers crossed to have it with us. Defense technology, I think I shared with you, and particularly with DRDO. And this is the Divya Drishti product, which you met Dr. Shivani, who has successfully completed this, where it was just to, detect or identify a person, means friend and foe, even with occluded space, based on its physiological, anatomical, and gait postures. And now she has got another project in sequel of this. I think you can understand by just reading all weather object detection on the runways, right? Or 4-port mandated shared antenna. And another big project which we have is by DATRA, Nuclear Security State, where our MIT Institute for Nuclear Science Technology is developing various, algorithms or processes how to secure the civil nuclear assets. And they have, given us money more than $1 million. Space science, it's a huge activity carried out in various campuses, right from MIT University, Noida, which is being led by Dr. M.S. Prasad, who is a former DRDO, and you met him. And astrobiology is a big group working in MIT University, Mumbai. Recently, we have put our, plant callus in space with ISRO, and it's growing well. It is being monitored. And we also do the image processing. Debris management is a big group. They work on this radar-based disaster forecasting based on the data which we get from the ISRO. And we are planning to send the CubeSat in times to come with ISRO. And lunar rover technology. And we also have got a Martian center in Leh, Ladakh. There we simulate and we train and we, carry out various experiments there. An analog Mars station. And we have a MIT Dubai ground station where we, collect the data, track satellites, predict weather, pollution. And this space science, even right from the student, because MIT has various 28 schools, global schools. They are very active and they are consequently winning the prizes of various competitions from NASA. And that is being nurtured by the madam, who is the chairperson of MIT Education Group, means wife of the founder president. She leads that. And I think I'm not having those photographs, but I could have shown you. And we have got one of the best incubator in India. If you get time, we will take you there. And they are doing a wonderful job. And you can see the list, the incubatees who have graduated and the resident incubatees and virtual incubatees. And there is a very big boost to what we say, startups. We have more than 250 startups by students, and now a lot of emphasis is given for the startup by faculty. One I told you, Shivani. Another startup has been registered recently by Kanirji, that scientist, where she has developed a membrane for bioremediation, and that for oil spillage, and that can be recycled or utilized about 100 times. Ranu Nayak, and that is another very good startup which is coming up. Now, just to share with you DRDO research projects. Total sanctioned projects are 35 at the cost of 7.61 crores, and 5 projects are currently ongoing. You were asking that. And we can go into the details. And Dr. Basant Singh Sikarwar is sitting here. Dr. V.K. Jain is sitting here. And we are missing Anup, and they will, and Murli Krishna, and he has got a project from DRL Tejpur. And we also offer various courses in defense technologies. And MIT is one of the, leading or first universities to offer MTech in biotechnology, defense technology, and integrated BTech, MTech. And that is done under the mentorship of DRDO. And I have told you many things, but if we see that how well we do in the numbers, because ultimately it is the numbers. So we have very robust IPR system, where I said that we have filed 2,396 patents, and out of them 430 have been granted. And 35 technologies have been transferred, besides 900 plus books published, about 36 plus 1,000 plus research publications in various refereed journals. And we have 35 Center for Excellence spread in various campuses. H-index is 177. If I'm not wrong, just about 1 hour back, there was an email from Dr. Silvamurthy, because he will, sharing with that what is, sir, I think 177 or 178? 177. So the number is correct. So this is the average H-index of our faculty. And we have been amply awarded and appreciated by various government, non-government agencies on IPR. We got the top Indian Academic Institution Patent and Commercialization Award, which was given to us by none other than Mr. Piyush Goyal in 2020. And after that, we have got a special appreciation in 2022, Questel Award in 22, and in 23 and 24, we got MIT University, the CII Industrial Intellectual Property Award. And very recently, we have got SHM Excellence Award. And we not only do, the education work, that is our core, but the trustees are very much bothered about this society. They also take care of society through various foundations, Amitasha and Atulasha, and they take care of the education of the underprivileged, women empowerment, livelihood generation, health, and caring for the environment, and also the research and impact evaluation studies. I have not covered many things like MIT Online, MIT, Department of Tech Training, and many other things. And we connect with a lot of industries, lot of research institutions, government, funding agencies. We are running more than 300 funded research projects funded by government, non-government agencies. And I'll stop here. And now I'll hand over the mic to Dr. Bhattacharya. But before I do that, let me just introduce him, because many of us know Dr. Bhattacharya, but those who are not aware, Dr. Bhattacharya, as I told you, is presently the director of DRDO-Industry-Academia Center for Excellence at IIT Hyderabad. University of Hyderabad, where he is spearheading the research domains, because 15 such centers have been created by DRDO in various universities and IITs with theme, because these are the thematic centers. And I think, as I have told, the theme of his center is mainly the high energy materials, though they also engage in ultra high temperature materials, space systems, nano ortho technologies, additive manufacturing, laser beam combing, or laser beam, the interaction of lasers with high energy materials. He was talking to me, and extraction and recycling and sustainability of the materials. And high energy materials had been the area of Dr. Bhattacharya throughout when he was working in high energy research materials after joining DRDO. And then he served for a long time in ACME, one of the self-accounting unit of HEMRL situated in Nasik. And he had also worked in quality control in Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Trivandrum in ISRO. And he not only carried out the R&D, but he also managed the research. He served for quite some time in the office of the Director General Armament and Combat Engineering at Pune, and where he had been working on solid rocket motors, high energy materials, artificial neural networks. And his experience goes to quality control, which I told you. And he had set up a pilot plant of TATB in HEMRL, and the GOCO concept, provided leadership as head of the Civil Works Committee for commissioning of state-of-the-art processing facility in SEME. And he has facilitated various technical activities in during his various appointments. And he's a decorated scientist. He got the IACHE NOSEL Award in 2004. Again, he got this award in 2021. He got what? How do you pronounce Soch or Soch Award or Scotch? Very deceptive term, Scotch Award in 2021. Then he got a DRDO Scientist of the Award in 2017. And he has 2 patents, and 1 patent has been filed, 5 book chapters, and 50 research publications. That is what Dr. Bhattacharya is, based on his accomplishments and contributions. Now I think DRDO has given him this responsibility. Sir, thank you very much. Now we would like to listen from you, and after that we will have a interaction with our faculty. Over to you, sir. Yes.
Very hard to come out.
To share with you, Dr. Bhattacharya and Dr. Tinku Basi, they are classmates.
Yes,
Madam, कब थे? When you were classmates?
In BTech.
Huh?
BTech.
38 years ago
Entire BTech, Science College.
Okay.
in Calcutta.
He called me, I could not recognize him.
No.
Then he was so furious with me. "बचाना नहीं तुझे."
In Bengali, he speak to you.
Actually, he was calling me for official purpose only. Then I could not recognize really after so many years and so.
Basically, Dr. Tinku Basu approached that, he has met him and we would like to call. I said, nothing doing, FST, I would be more than happy
Right.
to do that.
Tinku, we should build that partnership, Get
Yeah,
some
he has
project.
already made me a committee member.
Already some
You
formalized.
can make it full screen.
इतना दिख रहा है चल
And it is okay.
चलेगा चलेगा
It is in PDF actually. Yes.
स्क्रॉल हो रहा है ना स्क्रॉल ठीक है
हाँ, हो रहा है, sir. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, Dr. A.K. Singh ji, for your warm welcome that you have extended to me and the nice introduction you have given about me and about your institution. Amity, we are all aware of its. We are all aware of the presence of Amity in the educational arena. But this is the first time I have stepped into any of the centers of Amity. And for that, I am thankful to Dr. Singh and respected Selvamurthy sir, because they have given the opportunity to me to come over here and to interact with you. So I consider it is a pleasure and privilege. Okay, before today, I will not be talking on any technical paper or any technical subject. Rather, what I have decided to discuss is the format of DIA-COE. There you can see DRDO-Industry-Academia Center of Excellence. I am heading one such center. So DRDO has created 15 such centers all over India at different IITs, at 7 IITs, and at different universities and at other institutions. So at University of Hyderabad, there is one such center of excellence. I'm heading that. So before, I will just explain to you how we work, how we can involve the participation of the academia in our work. And it is, the kind of work you are doing. It is on different subjects and on different topics. So all the topics will not be covered at my center, but in any of these centers, if those topics are relevant, then we can take up a project and we can interact actually. So that way, I'll discuss with you the thrust areas of DIA-COEs, and then I think I'll be able to give you some bird's eye view of the process that is taking place, because it is not a very old concept at DRDO, but it is taking shape, and I think quite fruitfully. And there I would like that institutions like Amity, they also come forward to join hands with us actually. So that is the main theme of my topic. And to that extent, I'll be trying to explain the activities of our centers. So before going to the whole DIA-COE concept, let me give you a brief about my center. At my center at University of Hyderabad, there are three main research verticals. One is high energy materials, then technologies for handling explosives, and high power pulse laser technology, nano, second, picosecond, and femtosecond. See, we had actually one more vertical, that was energetic nanomaterials and polymers, but that has been merged with high energy materials. So that has become very big. I'll show you the thrust areas. And we had laser matter interaction. So that has been divided into two now actually. Now coming to the thrust areas of HEM, that is high energy materials, we have computational modeling of high energy molecules. novel material synthesis and characterization, insensitive munition. Sir has mentioned TATB. So that is an insensitive high explosive, and it is known as the benchmark insensitive high explosive. So now ICM 102, PTX, and other such insensitive high explosives are coming. So we are also working on them. Then high explosive pyrotechnics. There's a bloomer technique is not this, is will be NICS actually. Pyrotechnic is together. So the spelling mistake, sorry for that. Performance enhancement additive materials and energetic polymers, binders, and nanomaterials for high energy applications, nanothermites. So that is another area where we are working. Then coming to the thrust areas of technologies for handling explosives. Actually, our center, earlier it was known as ACRAM, Advanced Center of Research in High Energy Materials. And it was working, or it was performing as an institute, self-accounting institute. And during this last 15, 20 years, from 2005 to 2021, that institute has gained a lot of momentum in these areas actually. And now when it has transitioned into DISUE format, then these are the areas where we have given the thrust for this center. So one is low power, low frequency terahertz application, near field terahertz based explosive detection technologies, laser based explosive detection, spectroscopic database of high energy materials, laser based detonation, high energy reaction kinetics, pulse laser based shock waves and detonation measurement systems via imaging. Actually, what we have been working on is, one is Raman spectroscopy, another was terahertz spectrum system. And our work was mostly, if I say in a single sentence, it is about detection of explosives, about discrimination of explosives, means there is a mixture of explosives, you should be able to identify them, and initiation of explosives. And those are the thrust areas, so we have written like that. And next one is that direct energy weapons. See, just now in this recent operation, you have seen how the Akash missile has worked, how BrahMos has been pressed into service, how Seeker, indigenous Seeker, which was made by MTRDC in Bangalore under Dr. Kamath. So it has worked very successfully for air defense. And all these things have happened. And in the future wars, these direct energy weapons will be used, which are laser based. So there is a center in DRDO called CHESS. So there this work is going on. And there, for academic collaboration, they have identified two areas. One is high power pulse laser prototypes, kilowatt to terawatt range, and pulse laser matter interaction studies, nanosecond, picosecond, and femtosecond. So in short, these are, we will be calling for proposals, we will be asking for interaction and in the collaboration with institutes and industry, both actually. So that is about my center. Now let us come to the DISE whole concept, how it is working, what is the theme behind it. Let me explain to you. So now, yeah, three things are there. One is the basic research. That is what institutions like Amity is doing, all educational institutions. Then there is translational research. See, when you have come, you have made a proof of concept in the laboratory, and when it is to be taken to the industrial level, commercial level, so there are many steps. So that is what translational research, basically DRDO is doing that. And then once it is going beyond that, applied research, mostly industry is doing, and there are some interfaces. That is why you will see that there are some interfaces. Now, here, this one long-term directed research that this program has been mounted by DRDO, and the directorate that which is looking after it is Futuristic Technology Management, Directorate of Futuristic Technology Management, DFTM. which is at the headquarters, DRDO headquarters. Now, these features of these long-term directed research are technological thrust through academic pursuits, long stakeholding of research initiatives, explicit and tacit knowledge management, accelerated research and technology development. It is a triple helix structure between DRDO, industry, and academia. And now, if you can see that we have given the TRLs actually. So when it is basic principles and all, so it is TRL 1. From basic principles, you do some experiments, you plan, that is TRL 2. And when you are coming to some laboratory proof of concept, then it is TRL 3. Same TRL 3, when it is going to going out of the laboratory in the actual environment, it can be TRL 4. Then slowly it will go to TRL 5 because it is you have to bring system into it. TRL 6, when a prototype is made. TRL 7, TRL 8, TRL 9. Actually, these concepts have come from NASA. They call it when it is flight tested, then it is TRL 7 or 8, and TRL 9 is when it can be used for mission actually. So, and in our case, we take this way that when it is, it has undergone this translational research and prototype has been made and it can be commercialized, then it is TRL 7, and then TRL 8, 9 is when it has been reproducibly and repeatably, it has been produced actually at the commercial scale, if it is there. So that is, so these concepts have been adopted by DBT, by DRDO, and all other systems actually. Now, if you see this DRDO SNT, that is going up to TRL, if you see SNT, it is going up to TRL 4. And external, this academic things, we expect that it will go up to TRL 3. But then after that, DIA COE, it starts from TRL 2. It goes up to TRL 5, above TRL 4. So if somebody is coming with just a feasibility study, so that kind of project DIA COE will not take. So for that, some other format is there, ERIPR. So I'll come to that. So if it is a blue sky research, feasibility research, a feasibility study, exploratory study at this stage 0 to 1 or 0 to 2 TRL. So those things can be taken under ERIPR project. And once ERIPR project is showing some results, then it can come as a follow-up to DISCOE format actually. So that is the idea. And then in addition to that, there is TDF also, Technology Development Fund. So that is also there. So let me tell you now, this year DRDO research budget, total budget is 26,800 crore. This year it has gone that high. And we are supposed to spend 25% of that for extramural research. That means 25% of this money in research should be given to academia and industry. That is why in through three forums we are doing. One is DIA-COE format, that is DFTM is spearheading. Another is research boards like Armament Research Boards, Aeronautical Research Board, Life Sciences Research Board, like that. It is there. So that is now research boards have come under ER and IPR. Earlier they were separate, but now recently they have come under ER IPR. They support your blue sky and exploratory studies. And then TDF, when industry can take that benefit, and even academia also can take that benefit actually. So that is also, TDF is another board actually. So there are three segments or three directorates which are basically calling for proposals and monitoring and this work, so that the government mandate of 25% spending of research fund for extramural research can be attained. So which is still a far cry. So that is why I accepted this invitation, is that it is my mandate also to conduct some outreach programs. So this is part of that. I take it as part of that. And in addition, I am also enlightened to know with Dr. Singh's presentation about amity and what private institutions are doing. So it is like that academia and extramural research that said all these things are coming under DGTM, Director General Technology Management. So IPR is directly interacting with academia. Their industry is not there. Then in addition to that, there are CARS, that is Contract for Acquisition of Research Services. So that is, suppose a DRDO laboratory, there are 50 laboratories. Now we are going to, they are going to reduce the number, but nevertheless, we can consider 50 laboratories. They have got several projects. Each laboratory has got several projects, and projects also belong to different categories. One is projects, like if you take Akash project, Prithvi project, Agni project. So these are all mission mode projects, projects, very high value projects. Then there will be SNT projects. So many of the laboratories like HMRL and all, where some basic research or translation research is carried out, they take a lot of SNT projects. And then TD, Technology Development, Demonstration Project. So TD, it can be technology, it can be systems, like TDT and TDS, both are there. And there are other types of projects also. Infrastructure project was earlier there, now that is not considered. The support services, then all these things. So now if you see these projects, when laboratories are conducting, so as part of the projects, they also want that some studies can be done, can be carried out in the academic institutions. So for that, director of the laboratory is empowered to allot a project to an educational institution that comes in the form of CARS. So now earlier, CARS maximum limit was 10 lakhs. After that, it became 25 lakh. Now it is running into crores. There is some up to a limit. Director himself can allot the project. After that limit, he has to take the concurrence of finance member, and then finally with the DG of the cluster. Like that, it can go up to several crores now, CARS project. So that type of project is also there. Then when we are doing some mission mode projects or these things, so then many of these things up to technology demonstration we can do in the DRDO laboratory. Like you know that Bofors gun is there. We have got attack system. So that kind of gun fully this DRDO laboratory cannot manufacture. Partly it can be done in these ordnance factories, but then we can have development come production partners like this Bharat Forge. They have joined hands with one DRDO laboratory called ARD, and that is how attacks have come. And now it has got a range which is more than Bofors, 48 kilometers. So that kind of thing. So DCPP is another way where industry can join hands with DRDO. And then industry, again, from the labs, as I say, they are doing a lot of research, may not be basic research, but then scale up and all these things. And after some time, if that material, suppose I'm talking about material development, is found useful in the applications, trials, then it goes to some other for commercialization. For the TOT is done. So through TOT also we are interacting with the industry. So there are different methods by which DRDO labs themselves and then DRDO headquarters, they are interacting with academia and industry, so that what is the main idea behind it? It is that DRDO alone, if they are doing, then the total development time or cycle time will be enormous, very huge. To compress the time cycle only, this is being done actually. And many of these things are being done in parallel. So that is the idea. So these are the different, because I I am sitting in University of Hyderabad. There also professors come. They say, sir, I have given a project proposal to you. 1.5 years, nothing has happened. What are the other methods? I want something. My students are going. Then they do not know what are the other avenues actually. Then I tell them that, okay, immediately if you want, you go for cards. So that is this type of things. So this is my this is one of the ideas actually. So that you are aware of the avenues that are available from DRDO for interaction with the academia, because industry is not coming here. Now, role of DRDO is participation in research work by scientists, fund projects for directed basic and applied research, extend test and evaluation facilities in support. See, what is happening is that, like I told you just now, ICM 102, like see, RDX, HMX, these are military high explosives. Everybody knows, and because terrorists are using, they can become news actually every now and then. But they are military explosives. They are used in warheads and things. Now, the problem with this type of high explosives is that they have got high VOD, velocity of detonation. So that is one performance parameter for these high explosives. But then at the same time, they are very sensitive to impact, to friction. So because suppose you are carrying RDX in some container and it has fallen, there itself some catastrophe can happen actually, if they are not protected properly. So what we need is that during handling, during the work with those explosives, our people, scientists and other technicians, they should not get hurt. So what we want is that we want high explosives, but insensitive high explosives. There, to some extent, we may compromise with their performance, but some benchmark performance it should have. At the same time, it should not be so sensitive to mechanical stimulus, impact, friction, and all these things. So that is what TATB has come in this field. So that is considered a benchmark. This thing where we have set up one pilot plant in HMRL for that last 15 years under GOCO concept. It has been running and 15 tons of material has been produced actually. Go.
Government owned.
Yes, sir. So now to replace RDX, actually, people have been doing a lot of studies like molecular modeling and all these things. But modeling is okay, but finally those molecules could not be realized. But recently, Chinese people, they have come with ICM 102 on this thing. And now, but they have given a very sketchy idea of how to synthesize those things. And we have also taken a project on that. We are optimizing on the process, and something our IICT, Institute of CSR IICT, Chemical Technology at Hyderabad, they have got the project. They have handed over this technology to HMRL recently. So there, what I wanted to say is that, see, we are funding the projects that, but then IICT is not a laboratory which works on high explosives. Then to test the high explosives like impact sensitivity, friction sensitivity, those things, stability, those things cannot be done at IICT. Where do? You have to do it either at my center, DISCOE, there I have got facilities, or at HMRL. So we also extend these test and evaluation facilities. It is not that we have given the project and you have to do everything. It is not like that. We offer all the help, because idea is not to bind someone with anything. Idea is to realize some material and which will be useful for the defense. Then role of academia is develop core competence, skill development and generating scientific and technologically trained manpower, enable faculty and researchers to participate in multi-institute research. Now, if I talk about high explosives, many of you will find it esoteric. So I'll talk about something else. Now, suppose lasers or terahertz system. Now, last Friday, there was one technical review committee meeting on 2 proposals on terahertz. Now there, one of the members of the technical committee, he said, apart from development of this system, we also want this faculty member develops the skill and skilled manpower in this field, because people who can understand trends, these results and all, and explain, interpret, that number is very few. So that is what from Bombay IIT one professor has said. So the skill development and generating scientific and technologically trained manpower, that is very important actually. And core competence development, now you see, you have understood that how solid propellant or solid rocket motors can be used in war-like situation. Although we are not into a war, it is just operation now, because no country has declared war. So, but we have used Akash and all these, and they have also used several things. Now you see, in the time of development, in the course of development, if we are facing some bottlenecks, now where do we go? DRDO people will go to some experts in the academia. So that means there should be an ecosystem. So that ecosystem can be developed if we are jointly doing some projects. So that is one more idea of DISCOE and all this. It is not about doling out funds or any such thing. It is because that suppose in aerospace, in propulsion, how many people are there in the country when we are faced with a big problem, then we can consult them. Maybe some people in IIT Madras or IISc Bangalore, SR Jain was there very long ago. Then Professor Mukunda was there. Like that, this number can be counted on fingers actually. So we want that this number increases. So develop the core competence. So that is one more objective of this. And role of industry is joint research and development, engagement for enhancing technological maturation and prototype and product development, trained human resource. More than that, now DFTM, which has not come here, is that, see, industry may not be always interested in taking up our problems actually, because if it is only for DRDO or only for defense, the number will not be very high. If you, in terms of, if it is a material, in terms of quantity, how many tons you want. So we say that we don't want in tons, we want in terms of kg. So then many people will back up. So then if you go for strategic missiles or strategic systems, how many? So numbers will be 10, 15 like that. So if you are going to industry, sometimes they may not be interested. So what we want is that there should be a differentiated product space. That means while you are developing this thing, you also develop something as a spin-off, which can be used for civilian. So that industry is also benefiting. Now, execution of that long-time research development program. So this I have mostly told already. So process is that one is that a center is established, like 15 centers I have told. Then sanction process, I'll explain those things. Then once the project is sanctioned, there will be monitoring, that is the governance mechanism, monitoring and execution, then connect with labs, because finally, see, DISCOE, DFTM, we are sanctioning a project. Suppose the project is worthwhile, it is going through all these review processes, but it will be useful for a particular lab. So finally, the deliverables will go to the lab, not to us actually. So we are basically an intermediate kind of thing, entity actually, who are interacting with the academia and with the labs and monitoring, and finally the research outcomes will go to the lab actually. So it has to connect, and then industry enablement, and finally this one is also there, policies revision. So basically with the industry, there are many problems actually. Initially, we had this thing guideline for selection of industries, but now that guideline, whether it is applicable to startups, we didn't know. Many people are calling startups. Some people are telling they are not. They are not to be equated with big industries. So now for startups also another guidelines, a set of guidelines is being formed actually. So that is one. Then for industry to enable them, we can give some seed fund and all these things. So those things are also there. Now, principles of DISU Academia Centric Defense R&D Hub and Spoke model. I'll show that picture, hub and spoke. Roadmap development for each vertical. DRDO lab stakeholding, industry research participation as OPI, industry as TOT partner, startup incubation, integrated research and deep tech ecosystem, student internship and hackathons, 15 years to this. So here, 2-3 things I'll just highlight. One is that while you are interacting with us or DRDO, you may be interested in one particular project problem. But basically, while doing this, slowly when this ecosystem is, yes, when this ecosystem is formed, then we have to chalk out the roadmap for development in that area. Well, what do we finally want? Not as a particular problems and its a solution, but as a whole. Then second thing is that industry, how we can take them, they can come as a co-PI also. Then right from beginning, but we have to tell that what is the role of industry, how much fund industry should get, at what point of time they'll come. Otherwise, at the first after the first phase, we can take industry as a TOT. And these are the, and finally, the important thing is that there are so many academic institutions and people. So our job is not only to sanction a project to an academic institution or industry. Our job is also to make the public at large aware of what is happening in DRDO and what are the requirements of DRDO and defense system. For that, a number of hackathons and student internship programs are also mounted actually. So that a large number of people, they may not be getting a project, but their students can come and they can learn. So this is the thing. If you see at 2005, there are only 2 centers. That time DISU concept was not there. And ours is one of the oldest, like Bhattacharyya and this University of Hyderabad, only 2. So now we have transitioned from there to DISU. That time Akram, it was there and there. Now, these are the 15 centers and all. So this hub and spoke model. Then one more thing is that it is not necessary that one institute only should interact with us. A project can be given to multiple institutes also. But then what is the role of each institute? That should be very clearly assigned and clearly told a priori. Not that during the course of development will change the role. That is not acceptable. So this is one hub and spoke. See, there is one problem. Let us not go into that. The DISU IIT Bombay. They see that is the hub, and it has given the multiple problems to IIT Hyderabad, then IIT Madras, considering their expertise in those areas. And they are like spoke actually. So thing is, the DRDO lab, they are interacting with DISU IIT Bombay, and IIT Bombay is interacting with all these spokes or all these institutes, and finally they are getting the result or outcome. So it is like that. So my DISU at University of Hyderabad, that will be acting as a hub, and I am interacting with the DRDO lab, maybe HMRL, TVRL, or chess or whatever it is. And then my job is that is behind, that is not shown here. Spokes will be different institutes. Like first institute will be University of Hyderabad because I'm situated there. Then maybe IICT Hyderabad, NCL Pune, like that. Now BITS Bilani Hyderabad, they are also coming with projects. So if Amity is also coming, it will be another
We will
spoke.
certainly come.
So it is like that. Now technology, so this is what actually, so many times there is a confusion and many people, they get disheartened that I've worked on a proposal and finally you are not considering. That is because it doesn't come in my domain. My domain starts from 2, TRL 2. So if it is below TRL2, still proposals are welcome. I will forward the proposal to the appropriate forum. Maybe it will take the shape of a cards, or it will go to ERIP. That's it. So never, you need not know everything, who will sanction which project and all. If you know any center of excellence, you can submit your proposal there. And that proposal, it is the job of director of that center to forward the proposal to the appropriate authority.
I think the thinking is different at different centers.
No, this is
I'm taking liberty of saying this.
they are taking by it is happening. No, okay, that I will discuss separately with you, not in public actually. But we are supposed to do this way actually.
Yeah.
Now planning and execution, see how the projects are evolving. See, there are 3 or 4 ways projects can come. See, one thing is that laboratory, a particular laboratory, maybe HMRL Pune, they want to float one problem. So problem is defined by the lab. So that is the sure shot thing when the project will be sanctioned, because there is a need from the lab side. So if the lab is floating, so they can go to the institutes directly. But nowadays we tell that you should come to us. We will go to the labs and other institutions. So from the lab, it comes to me. Then I go to the resource persons or the institutions who are working in those fields, and we elicit proposals from them. And those proposals, it need not come in a proper proposal form. It should come in a concept note, 2 to 3 page. Concept note will consist of what is the background, what is the objective, then how DRDO, what DRDO wants, or how you perceive DRDO will be benefiting from the project. And then what is your methodology? What is your expertise in that? Budget and all these things need not come there. And what is the final outcome? That is what you are perceiving. It may be totally wrong, no problem. But you have given a thought process that can be put in the concept note. Let it come to us. Either we'll evaluate it, and if we find it is quite good, then we'll send it to the appropriate lab. That is one method. And then it goes to, once the lab is showing interest and they are also convinced, then the problem will be better defined with all its objectives and deliverables. Because at the beginning, even the deliverables are also not properly defined. In course of discussion only, they are evolving actually. That is one. Second thing, that once this is done, then you have to give the proposal in the proper format. That is the proper format. I have given this, and I'll share this with you also. There is no problem. So then it goes to the TEC, Technical Expert Committee, and there are 3 stages. Say it is a little lengthy process. First is goes to TEC. TEC looks into the technical content of it. They are not much bothered about the money part of it, fund and all. But although they may comment on it, because there is no finance member. Once TEC clears, it goes to REB, Research Advisory Board. It is headed by DGTM. And their IFA R&D is their member. So they will see whether it is falling in the overall objective of the lab and the center. And then the budget part also they will see. If they are also recommending, then it goes to GC, that is Governing Council. It is headed by Chairman DRDO. So the thing is that GC is held once in a year. Otherwise, through circulation only, the proposals are going. So if your proposal comes at a time when TEC is also convinced, and RAV sits every 6 months, so RAV is also coming after that, then things will go faster actually. And suppose your proposal is coming after one RAV has happened, then you may have to wait for 6 months, or otherwise, because at least there should be 2 to 3 proposals, then only I can call one RAV out of turn actually. So that, and then these are the bodies which will be monitoring the projects, but mainly DISCE with TEC will be monitoring actually. So, and finally, these things are, as I told you, that outcome will go to the lab. So governance and review mechanism, it is the same thing. DFTM with DISCE, then projects are there, then Research Advisory Board, it is headed by DGTM, I have told you, and Technical Expert Committee. Technical Expert Committee, they will sit every 3 months and they will look into the progress of the projects. Now, what is important, it is not only for these projects, Dr. A.K. Singh has also done that project management course, which I also did later. So for any project, pre-project activity is very important. That only shows that how you have studied you have done the feasibility study, you have done, you have made the objectives very clear. And so that clarity comes if you are spending some time on the pre-project activity actually. So those things are only given. I'll give a printout of this. I've got two copies. I'll give it. But thing is that this is with the DRDO logo. So I don't want to give the soft copy.
That we will take care.
That because from Dr. Ranjan, I have taken part of that actually. Now, streamlining of projects. See, these are the things which I was talking about, the project submission form. So up to, there are several forms, up to form 5A, up to, when it is up to TEC, and then 5 onward, it goes to RAB. So actually, if you get the format, it is quite thick actually. Many people are actually running away after seeing that project format. I met one professor at IIT Madras. He said, seeing your project format, nobody will come to submit a project. Then I told him, sir, it is, you are mistaken. The point is that this format did not be filled at one go. To start with, you need not fill the format at all. You give a concept note. Then after that, you go up to form number 5. Then we'll jointly sit and fill the other portions actually. So these things are there. So many people are disheartened to see these forms. But anyway, this has come. I cannot do anything about it. Then monitoring. So one important thing is that there should be a metric with which your project can be evaluated. See, you are doing, suppose, some material development. So at the end of it, what do I get? You are giving a yield or you are giving a purity. So these things, you should aim something. And that aim need not be realized, but we should aim for that. And then we'll record this was the aim. And finally, it has come. So, and the gap also we'll see whether we can breach it. Many times it cannot be breached, everything, but we should have a higher aim. So those are figure of merits. So that should come in your project, this thing. PDC extension and all these things, one not required. Then feedback forms of the project closure forms. Once you get the project, then only these things are important. See, but here what I want to highlight is that when the project you are closing, it is not unilateral by the PI. See, you are submitting your project closure details and it is put up to the collaborating lab, not to me. Collaborating lab, maybe TBRL, HMRL, or whichever. So they will also sit with you and they will say, so these were the objectives, this much you have done, this much you have not done. And even if something negative is there, it is nothing to be disheartened about. It is because within that limited period of time and all, many things could not be realized. So we'll take up as a follow-up project. So that should be recorded actually. So. Then student internship, at this I have already told that for project cost 1 crore up to 2 lakh rupees can be spent on these things, student internships and hackathons. And at University of Hyderabad, our CUE, we are regularly taking a lot of student interns actually. Now, even not only student interns, even some faculty interns are also coming because the kind of system in laser matter interaction is there. So that is unique in the country.
You pay some stipend for the
See, I cannot give. If they are coming through a project PI, they can give it.
Project has this inbuilt
Yes.
provision.
Yes, sir.
But what about less than 1 crore? No provision.
No, less than 1 crore also it is there. Na? Up to 1 crore, it is 2 lakhs. Less than or equal to 1 crore.
Okay. 2 lakhs.
So that is also there. And many times actually the clarity comes and many problems are solved if we are conducting hackathon and all. Very innovative ideas are coming. Now, research problems that I have already told you that in what way it is they can come and call for proposals. One case study was there that I have already shown that IIT Bombay thing. So this is this thing, body armor technology IIT Delhi has done. IIT Delhi is nearby. You can go tie up with Dr. Rahman and see that body armor DMS DE has done. Many other people have done, but they have taken it to higher quality level actually. So that is the thing. And absorption now, what is, see, that is, we also bring out the lacuna that is on our part actually. That is, many times we give a project to the academic institutions and all. They are doing, we say, very good work, but after that, no further work has been done. So that is one lacuna. Earlier it was there. Now what we are doing at the time of sanctioning the project, we take a written statement from the lab director, how it is aligning with the roadmap of this lab. And then once this is done, this project is over successfully, it should be absorbed in the lab. So that becomes a binding on the lab director. So now it is becoming more stringent actually. So that way, PI, many PIs are there. They say we have done good work, but it has not seen the light of the day because DRDO never accepts. They only say good words. It is not never like that now. So they, if your project is successful, then it will be taken and it will be absorbed. Then committees, this is design validation committee. When you are taking industry as a co-PI or something, then this need not be told. And joint IPR. See, academic people, they are very much concerned with publication of papers, publication of results, and patents. So paper publication, if confidentiality is not breached, then you can publish. There is no way you can take the permission and publish. And IPR, it is always yeah, patent is already done jointly with the chairman DRDO and this. Now earlier, all these IPR things, patent applications had to be routed through ER-IPR, DRDO. Now, since it takes longer time, we have also given this thing liberty to the institute. They can also file the patent, but keeping DRDO chairman as a co-patent. So that is also possible. Now, that is the process that we are following. And I think if I could instill a sense of what we are doing, so then my talk will be successful. And if it is leading to real collaborations, then I'll be more than happy. Thank you very much.
I think thank you very much, Dr. Bhattacharya, for really explaining everything elaborately with citing examples, citing technical examples. Great. I think we have learned a lot. Now I think we will request Dr. Selvamurthy for the remarks. Then we will, throw it open for interest. Over to Dr. Selvamurthy.
So Dr. Bhattacharya, this has been a very lucid, clear, and also igniting the passion, genuine for collaborating with your the Center of Excellence in Hyderabad, and the way you showed all the opportunities, avenues, the processes available for collaboration with the DRDO, particularly related to high energy materials, propellants. So there is a lot of opportunity for our scientists, faculties, research scholars to look at these opportunities which you have presented. And AFSTIA and ASTIF now will take it forward, that whatever you have said, the opportunities, we will take it to a sustainable outcome. That's why we have the director outcome here. And so founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, has created 3 missions. Most important of 3 of them is outcome. One is Mission Connect. We are connecting with you, connecting with the DRDO, connecting with your Center of Excellence. Then this will bring synergy both for Amity Group as well as for DRDO. Second thing is, it should ultimately lead to fruitful outcome. And that should be sustainable as well. Not that we just did 2 projects and left it, as you mentioned, somewhere it happens. So here it will be a sustainable outcome. Once we develop this link, connect, synergy, it will continue. So in that direction, your presentation and your also exposition of the opportunities available with DRDO is appreciable. Let's give a big clap to Dr. Bhattacharya. One big clap for him. I want to mention about this man, great man, because we brought him from ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, where he served for a decade. And he was in the solid propellant system, because in the solid rocket propellant, that is the one which gives mostly the aluminum based, the solid rocket propellant, which we also use in missiles. So there is a similarity between the spacecraft as well as long-range missiles particularly, and in all missiles. So he was working there as the solid rocket propellant specialist. So that is how we picked up, and he was invited to come to DRDO. And then his relevant lab was HEMRL, High Energy Material Research Lab, where he did a phenomenal job. One of them is establishing that pilot TATB, which is the project which he did for the HEMRL on a different model. First time in a government constructs some facility, but it is operated by a company separately in our government premises, HEMRL premises. And so he did that. Then he was also in the production of the high energy materials in another Nasik, another lab is there, production facility is there. So such a great man is here today with us. And with this rich experience, he has been given this entrusted with the responsibility. How do you connect with industry, academia, so that we can bring out the requirements of armed forces is huge. Army, Navy, Air Force requires a large number of weapon systems, and in which the high energy materials plays a very important role. What is defense technology? It's only four pillars: sense, deny, reach, destroy. You name any technology, it will fall into this. Sense what the enemy is doing. Deny. You should deny that opportunity for the enemy so that he should not sense what we are doing. Reach at the earliest, whether it's by missile or aircraft or by ship or tank or by a car, that is the infantry combat vehicles. So you reach at the earliest to the target and destroy. So he is involved in two pillars of this: reach and destroy. He is developing propellants, solid propellants, liquid propellants. These are all required in the missiles. So he is the architect of the high energy materials used as propellant, solid motors, liquid motors, so which he has been the architect. And then he has also been involved in destruction, because you have to make bombs, the ammunitions which will destroy. That is the ultimate. Because after having reached it, you need to neutralize your enemy and cause the maximum damage. So he is involved in that, developing high energy bombs which will go dropped or in the cannon or in the missile warhead. So all this is this man. So let's give a big clap to all the contributions. And if we have demonstrated in this conflict which is going on currently, his signature is there. So that is why I want to appreciate. And we feel so proud that we are all part of your family, our family, DRDO family. And we are very proud that all the weapon systems developed by DRDO, it proved to be reliable, it proved to be accurate, and then armed forces, they're actually amazed to see the kind of performance, whether it is radars, whether it is airborne early warning control system, or drone detection, or it is drone neutralization by high energy weapons, like what you said, the silencing the system of drones by soft kills and kinetic kill. So all that has worked very well. So congratulations to you as a part of the DRDO, where you are still serving and in a very important position. Now, our founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, two areas are very close to his heart. One is defense. Even before space came in, he focused on defense. That is how you will see a number of service officers. Here, there's a service of group captain sitting here, one air commodore sitting in the same L block, and one general Gadio, lieutenant general sitting in the ground floor, and one brigadier sitting there. So in this block, L block itself, you have a number of service officers sitting here. So service officers from Army, Navy, Air Force, DRDO scientists. You see Dr. A.K. Singh, Dr. V.K. Jain, and I am there, and so many scientists from DRDO are there. So one side, we have the users, service officers, who gives the user requirements. The other side, the DRDO scientists convert them into technologies or project proposals. Why I am telling this, we have the right ecosystem to partner with you in a focused manner. So we have the DRDO scientists with us, and we have institutions. We have Amity Institute of Defense Technology, which he is the director. Dr. Neeraj Kumar is sitting there. So there is an Institute of Defense Technology here, which is looking at combat vehicles, aerospace, naval system, directed energy weapons, which you mentioned, high energy materials, and also sensors and communications, and AI and cyber security, 7 verticals. So we have an Institute of Defense Technology. We have Amity Institute of Space Science and Technology. We have Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology. We have Amity Institute of Applied Sciences. So everything, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, working in all domains. So this is Amity. So why I want is you will never find anywhere in the country that there is an organization where all these entities required for defense research is sitting here. So that is why your coming here is very important for us, that how do we harness these potentials. Then we also have AI Center of Excellence, because you have established a young scientist laboratory for AI. So we have AI with 10 petaflop computing capability with NVIDIA A100 system available today. So we can use it. We are already using it for TDF project. We are doing one TDF project, Divya Drishti you mentioned. Another project is very critical. We are working on submarines. Submarines, we are looking at the integrity of underwater welding. How does it maintain its integrity when it is underwater? So we're using AI platforms. So we are doing a second TDF project. So this is what is Amity, which you will never find even in the IITs. I tell you, you won't find. Users sitting, DRDO scientists sitting, all scientists committed to research and innovation sitting. Executing, we have MOUs with DRDO laboratories. Like DLJ, we have a MOU. We have MOU with SSPL, TBRL, which is very important for your high energy material testing. So TBRL, we have an MOU. We are doing a 3.5 crore project with TBRL, with IIT as our partner. This is on the bulletproof jacket testing. This is Amity University, Haryana. Atul Thakur is the investigator, primary investigator with IIT Delhi. So what I want to say is we have the MOUs with DRDO labs. We have MOU with the Navy. We have a formal MOU. The whole Navy establishments can work with us. We have MOU. We have MOU with the RTRAC, Army Training Command. So see, this is Amity. I want you to realize the institution in which you are talking and the way we will work with you. Once you have come here, you will see the results. And then the next part I wanted to say, Bhattacharya ji, that DRDO has done a lot of tremendous work, and IPR, research boards, CARS, we are already executing projects. VK Jain is doing a number of projects in IPR, and Dr. Vasant Singh Shikarwar, he is doing a project with laser cooling, that dual pump cooling for lasers, which is very important for laser source. With your chess in Hyderabad, he's from Amity University. Yeah. So what I want to say is already a large number of projects, this is Amity. So you are coming, we want to expand, we want to augment our research, what is being done. So in this direction, again, congratulations to you, and also compliments for all the wonderful work that you are doing. And we would like to partner. So I would request all my colleagues who are here, who are not here, that let us go full steam, because DRDO needs you. DRDO needs our contributions in a very focused, timely manner to deliver things. In futuristic, don't only think what is required today. Look at 10 years hence. What is required, you should see it now here, which even China should not know and even America should not know. So think in those directions. Don't think what is high energy. I will also add some nanomaterial to increase the explosivity, explosive properties. So these are all, do something disruptive. So that will be a game changer, and that will take India to a leadership role. That is what Amity will do. That is what we will do. So let us sit together after his visit. Then we must sit together. What is that we need to do in this area? And so we will work with you and then come back to you again. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. Let's give a big clap to him.
Thank you, Dr. Silvamurthy. Today Dr. Silvamurthy sir has also given you a challenge. No normal thing. It has to be disruptive, game changer. So with this thing in backdrop, now we will start, the comments and ideas from our esteemed faculty members. I think can we start with Dr. V.K. Jain? But I'll request you with you, if you can be very brief, just raise the point, the area or any clarification, or you want to comment on a technology. No, any.
I was in solid state physics lab, and in this area, explosive area, long back I got a immediate challenge. Can you develop a fuse of a microsecond? It was 90s, before 90s. We developed semiconductor fuse, and the limitation was that explosion time was 25 microseconds. This was the SCB, semiconductor fuse we have developed. Still, I have in my table some fuses. The testing was going with your lab, ARD first, then HEMRL. So lead azide, PTA, and all this was, as you're saying, a highly explosive, sensitive material. Even they are not allowed to wear the chappals to electrostatic charge can explode it. And when I retired, I heard that it has been now in the production. Semiconductor fuse, total time of explosion is 60 microseconds. It is highly successful for cluster bombs, for your pilot, for any, even atomic energy was considering at that time, Dr. Kalam's time. After that, I was coordinating a big program of explosive detection. That was because I was the first man with Dr. Atre. We both introduced this MEMS technology in the country. So in this technology, apart from micro turbine things, we made so many things which were shown to the president of India. But the main program which we are coordinating, that was micro cantilever detection for explosive. It was a joint program. I was coordinating with Atomic Energy, IIT Bombay, Indira Gandhi Institute, Atomic Energy, DRDO. But it has not come successfully because the problem was yield production when we are doing with the industry, semiconductor complex, Chandigarh. Finally, when I joined MIT, I thought, why not to convert it to a nanotechnology base? So we have taken a project of RDX detection with nanotechnology sensor. It is a room temperature sensor. And we are seeing the main problem was coming testing. With the CFIS, when we are trying to test this one, wafers were not proper and we were not, so it has not completed. But finally, now in a very recent things, so, because nanotechnology, some problem is reproducibility. So we have come to the silicon-based sensors, silicon nanowires on that, and we have recently made many sensors. It is a beautiful reproducible, it can be integrated with your silicon technology, so it is ready. But only the problem is testing. If you can provide some testing facility, definitely we have. In this direction also, we have my colleague Dr. Abhishek Parmar here. We are working on terahertz. Same silicon wires sensor, it is a terahertz sensor. So in this direction we are doing. Not going into detail, but if you can provide some facility for testing, definitely we have beautiful sensing. Even H2O2, this sensor they are using, some explosives, simple terrorist. We have a beautiful sensor, 100% selectivity. Now, finally, the thing only, we were going with the CFIS very recently. Day after tomorrow, we are having a meeting again. This is decay of explosive. So they have seen our one technology here, chemical technology, wastewater, and they came themselves that we want to use this technology. So I think they are going some big project, and this is a part of that. I don't know whether it's sanctioned or not, but right now, day after tomorrow, we have a meeting. So this is just I want. Thank you.
So any project, first one is that what I understand you want to use the testing facility for RDX. Oh,
Any explosive, we can say. Like
there. Okay. Anyone else?
I have a question. This, that it's a high energy materials. It is a very specific and focus area, but there are always there are some allied subjects with it. So can we submit the project which is not exactly mean that high energy, but it is definitely related with this? Exactly example at this moment, what I can tell that the material development part can be one of the things, but the testing and this, for that we will be taking other institute, like as you was suggesting IIT and all. Then only because we do not have the facilities for this, and we really do not know what extent it's to be tested, but we can definitely develop the material. But the testing part and the characterization, entire thing, can we collaborate with some of your laboratories or IIT and any other places? It is possible to.
Testing collaboration for testing, it is possible.
Okay.
And as far as the material development or sensor development for a material which is not exactly a high energy material, but probably at a later stage it can be extended to high energy materials. That also can be considered. But to get a project sanctioned early, we should target some high energy materials, because these labs are working on that. So you do it for high energy materials, then there will be spin-off for other materials. That is welcome, actually. You are doing the reverse way.
Okay.
That also we can consider, but it will take longer time. Actually.
Okay.
I think Dr. Neeraj Kumar.
Thank you, sir. And good afternoon. Welcome to the meeting. Sir, recently we
Identify yourself, because he would like to know he's heading.
Sir has already mentioned that I'm Dr. Neeraj. I'm heading the Meeting Institute of Defense Technology. The course we have started with DRDO only, sir. DRDO has prepared the syllabus and with the AICT, and we are following the same thing. We are very started in 2021. So initially we established the institute. Now we are focusing on the research. So Abhi, my question is, recently one industry has contacted me to develop a railgun. And that is, I've gone through it. It is, I've seen in the ADRE Pune also. When I visited last year, I seen that. So my question is, can we collaborate with some of the scientists there? Because the concept is and very niche areas.
That actually does not come in our domain. When what I can do is that you can give your proposal.
Sir.
Then I can discuss with director ARD, and then I can put you through to them.
Sir.
That I can, because it is a collaboration between you and ARD.
Right, right, sir.
So there is a collaboration. Actually, not
Exactly, you are doing any project with them. If you are doing a project, then only we are coming in the
We want to
scheme.
So there's smaller scale gun also.
Okay.
So that
So
can-
miniature gun you wanted to develop. Okay.
Recently, we started this project and we are
Okay.
working on the conceptual idea.
That also can be done actually. So you take a DRDO scientist as co-PI.
So that way-
Actually, some labs are, as Sarah said, that there is no uniformity. Some labs are encouraging. Some other labs are saying, no, DRDO scientists cannot be co-PI. They should be collaborators. So either way, it doesn't matter to you. Co-PI means you have to allocate some fund to him. And collaborator means he is with you. He will be monitoring. He will be working with you both, actually. So
Clear?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Dr. Verma, any comment?
Thank you. Myself, Dr. Abhishek Verma, and I'm working with Professor V.K. Jain, sir. So basically, I am a physicist and electronic science. So we are working on different types of material synthesis and their characterization. And characterization involves electrical, optical, and structural, all three types of data. So we have an option for making from 3D to 0D materials and then characterizations. And we are utilizing those materials for our sensing detections, sensors, and other materials. And then we are also not only making the materials and sensors, but we are also making the devices. So as Professor Jain has said, that we are also working on gas sensors, optical IR-based sensors, and we are running with one IR project also in our department. And we are also working on terahertz sensors.
terahertz also.
Yeah. So we have initiated some works with the silicon nanowire heterojunctions and the different forms of carbonious materials, which can give the sensing behavior and plasmonic behavior for the terahertz applications. So this is the one point, and then another is that we are also working on energy generation as well as the harvesting also.
Okay.
So for generation, we are utilizing different sorts of sources, and for harvesting, we are utilizing phase-change materials, nanomaterials, so that it can absorb the heat energy and then utilize it for the further applications. So we have did further many applications. We have did one project with DRDO Jodhpur also in the past. We have just successfully submitted the last year the project where we have make our rooftop applications for high altitude pupils, where they can absorb the heat energy from the sun and then transfer that energy to the tent area or the room areas. So now we are further utilizing those type of experience or expertise, not only for the cold application, for hot applications also, both the things, and for jackets and for thermal comfort applications also. And then further, and sir suggested that we are working on explosive, but team is also working on explosive works and we are also having some industry connects. With the help of those connects, we are working on commercial grade instrumentations. Okay. To devices. So from the materials to devices to instrumentations, our whole team is trying to work in that way.
So that is very interesting. Actually, what is happening is that, as I told you, that my center is almost 20 years old.
Yes, sir.
They have done a lot of work on this detection of explosives and all, but that work is basically academic work. Means to see the feasibility, publishing a lot of papers, patents, and in terahertz, I think DRDO has filed only one patent, and that is through from our institute only. Okay. So that part is okay. But when now time has come to make some prototypes, some sensors, there I think people like you or your experience will be good actually. Definitely. So what I will suggest is that AK Singh sir or someone, if you can give the list of some people who are working in different areas, and if those areas are also I am also interested in those areas, then actually we are in the process of making one data bank of experts actually all over India. So there I can put your name and your expertise. Then when this type of project proposals or problems are coming, then as a resource person, I can contact you. So that will be good. So I'll not be interested to get resource persons in many fields actually who are not connected with my domain actually, but terahertz, explosives, detection, nanomaterials.
Actually, we will forward his
yes.
In our department, with me, when we are not doing only paper publication, in our case, the department is multidisciplinary, signal processing, packaging, the software, everybody is there. And we have transferred the technology complete.
We want that only. Now, actually, time has come for that. Actually, people are asking that you make some sensors.
With the DRDO approach, we have made a complete system, software based.
And if you have a prior experience, then it is you are more than welcome.
We will forward Dr. Abhishek's, credentials, and he would be, I think.
And we'll suggest that, okay, if you have not seen our center, because we have got a very good terahertz facility, you can see that facility. And if you think that for your work also it is useful, you can come and do some work collaboratively also.
One thing, suppose any one of our faculty member wants to use your technical facility, let's say for testing or evaluation of one sample, though directly he is not having any sanctioned project. Can you facilitate that?
I can facilitate for 1 more year because these facilities will be with me for 1 year. After that, I have to hand over to VC of University of Hyderabad.
Okay,
so then I have to take his permission. No, but till it is handed over, it is
okay, no problem. I think we have a 1 year window. All our esteemed, faculty members, if they want to use any technical facility, Dr. Bhattacharya will facilitate it. Thank you. Dr. Sanal, you wanted to say something.
I think I'm glad to see you here, my old colleague. I'm from VSSC. I worked in propulsion group. My major work is in solid rocket. My PhD from ISC. Not RPP, PRG. PRG. So my major work is in solid rocket. And dual thrust motor for missiles. I think if you are interested to study the deflagration to detonation transition, possibly I can give you some solutions for that. It is TRL 3 or above that I can say. Because we have discovered the threshold condition of detonation, either from the nano or higher level. That is our intellectual property. If you are interested, we can collaborate and find out. If you are having a test facility, we can send some students within 1 year. We don't have facility test facility here. Rocket motor test facility we don't have. So if you are having facility, we can set. It's a
No,
major
I
work.
have the facility for industry. Then the collaborating lab like HML, they have to extend the facility. Once the project is given to you, they will give it. That is all.
So make a proposal.
Yeah.
You
Actually,
can
this
give
work
on-
was for the DRDO. Initially, I was working on the DRDO project on dual thrust motor. That motor was showing the high pressure spike and failure. Actually, that concept only now gone to the cardiology vascular protection. That is pressure spike. That has gone to a different level now. Now that can be utilized for increasing the propellant load intensity of the missiles. So range we can increase. Then at the same time, we can do some nano additive with the propellant, high energy propellant, so that the detonation will not occur. The two aspects are there. High range missiles with a high energy material. If that is the case, we can have a large.
Actually, I will just tell you this thing. High energy materials, as you see, and that is coming in my domain. And rocket motors propulsion, generally it is under COPT. Now
Okay.
DISCE, IIT Bombay.
Okay.
So PV Rao is the director there. So nevertheless, you can send the proposal to me.
You
I'll
can
discuss
refer
with
it.
him and
Uh-huh.
I'll discuss with HMN. So
Okay.
that also I
I
can.
can say.
Thank you, Dr. Kunal. Thank you.
Good evening.
Dr. Deva, over to you, Dr. Deva.
Yeah, fine, sir. Fine, sir. So, good evening to all of you. Thank you for the opportunity. I am Professor Devara from MIT University, Haryana. In fact, I have worked for many years on lasers. I used lasers for atmospheric probing. Right now, I am using I wanted to use the vertical profiling of this air pollutants. In fact, I'm working on air pollution and then climate change. In fact, there are no vertical profiles available so far as far as the pollutants are concerned. The data, enormous data is available only at the surface level. So I wanted to use the lasers in terms of laser radar, LiDARs for vertical profiling so that it can fulfill the information about the layer structures and the many details about the pollutants. So is there any way for me to collaborate with the DRDO? In fact, earlier I was collaborating with the SRO and then DRDO also to some extent in Pune. Earlier when I was working with IITM in Pune, so I was collaborating, but now is there any way? I am just requesting Dr. Bhattacharya to, is there any way to collaborate with DRDO for development of the laser radars? In fact, I developed myself at IITM a spectrum of LiDARs. So including the continuous wave to pulse to Raman to wind LiDAR, Doppler LiDAR. But now at IIT, at MIT University, Haryana, in fact, I am working fully on pollution, air pollution. So, but the very large gap area in this pollution area is vertical profiling. There are no vertical profiles available. Thereby, we are missing the layer structures, aerosol layers, pollutant layers. How actually these layers are contributing to the climate energy, due to forcing. All these things are gaps. So I wanted to start even with small low power lasers like ceilometers. You might have known ceilometers mainly meant for cloud probing. So this same ceilometers I wanted to use even for aerosol profiling, pollutant profiling. So is there any way for me to collaborate with the DRDO to come out with some LiDARs, low power or medium power or high power? If it is high power, I can penetrate to larger altitudes. In fact, I worked on argon-ion, I worked on CO2 LiDARs, and I worked on Excimer LiDAR for ozone profiling. All these LiDARs I have constructed at IIT Tropical Meteorology, Pune, for the last so many years, for almost 25 to 30 years. But now I am working at MIT University, Haryana, and I am fully concentrating on air pollution, air quality, air pollution, and then and its impacts on human health and climate change. So here the large gap what I found was profiling. Unless we have pollution is so dynamic. It doesn't have only at surface level variations. It has even up to stratospheric altitudes or even beyond. So I wanted to track these air pollutants, vertical profiling, vertical distributions. So is there any way, just I am requesting you to find out a way that me to collaborate with the DRDO
Thank you, sir. You are working.
In fact, right now I am working with NASA. But here actually I was working on column integrated profiles of pollutants. But now what I want, in addition to this column integrated, we want to have the vertical profiling, height variation of this.
Dr. Devra,
Yes.
let's listen to Dr. Bhattacharya. Then
Yes.
after that, you can respond.
Please.
Thank you, sir. The area of work that you are talking about, that is very important for all of us. And actually, this is more relevant to ISRO and space research. And that is why they have collaborated with you. Right now, in our verticals, not in my center, in all over whatever 162 thrust areas are there, that the air pollution thing is not there. But what you are saying, that use of laser, then LiDAR, and these things can be extended to the detection of chemical and biological agents also. I am in discussion with the DRDO Gwalior, because they are not my stakeholding lab so far. I am trying to bring them with us also. So if they come, then I will get back to you.
Sure. I'm very happy to work on profiling.
No. I think not only that, even at that time, not only DRD, at the earlier LASTEC was involved in that, which is just now. Oh. I think there is one question for you, Dr. Bhattacharya.
UKC.
He told that you should have good collaboration.
So Dr. Devra,
Yes,
if
sir.
able to use LiDAR for chemical clouds as well as biological clouds detection, and if you can give the signature, whether it's a nerve agent, bristle causing agent, or it is a toxin, what is there in the cloud.
Chemistry of clouds.
Chemistry. So spectral signatures, if you are able to give and identify which compound, so that the countermeasures can be taken.
Yeah.
Think like this, instead of pollutants, air pollutants.
No, just as a target, I said pollutant. Pollutant can be anything.
Exactly.
Pollutant can be anything.
So
Yes.
please make a proposal relevant to chemical warfare agents like Soman, Serine, VX, Taboon. All these are nerve agents, sulfur mustard, nitrogen mustard. So if you are able to detect, if they send it as a cloud, then stand up 5 kilometers range, you should be able to use LiDAR and detect it and tell the troops or the people to put the mask on or go underground and stay in the shelter. So all this can be given. So you need to detect this, and also the signature, spectral signature.
In fact, by using the Raman sheets, I have detected some of the pollutant, some of the chemical agents by using the line of sight as well as vertical profiling. Both ways I have done, sir, when at IITM.
I think
So, but now I wanted to revive that and then emphasize more and more on chemistry as well as microphysics.
Very good.
So that they go combinedly to a large extent on the climate change.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Devra. Thank you. I think there is a question for you. I'm interested in developing high velocity impact resistant composites. Is there any way to collaborate with DRDO, fabricate UHM WPE composites and also test it?
This composites part, that is in Hyderabad, there is one more center of excellence at IIT Hyderabad. They are doing actually. So you can send your proposal to them. Mr. Ramaguru is there as director.
Okay, and still, if you need any assistance or
I'll do that.
Or any assistance or any help, you contact Harjinder Kaur and we will facilitate that.
Just to supplement, see, there are igloos. All the explosives, ammunitions are stored under igloos. So the civil structure, the material you use for protecting it, so that there is no sympathetic detonation happening from one igloo to the other. So you can use the materials, what you are thinking can be used. So please make a proposal and we can send it to HEMRL and those laboratories, R&D engineers who are working in this. CIFIs.
And all that type of thing. Then IIT Roorkee has got a center. They are working on this.
Right. Okay, now I think, there is no other faculty. Now, Dr. Neeraj Sharma, you had been waiting for long, but your task is very critical and very important. So over to you for your concluding remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. First of all, let me thank Dr. Bhattacharya, who has come all the way from Hyderabad and spent quality time with us. We are so proud of DRDO. In the last few days, we have seen the might of the armed forces. And it's all because of the DRDO and the technologies. So the technology has won and DRDO has won. You have seen the vast canvas of MET, and you have seen the research and education, innovation, the courses, the kind of courses that we offer. Large number of things are there, right? You have also seen our efforts in filing IP related, the patents. And a lot of innovation is happening. There's a big incubation center. So right from ideation to incubation, there's a chain of events which happen all across the campuses, not only in this campus, but all the across campus. You've seen one person from Haryana University. Sir, I think you come from the DIA-COE. I think we had also invited one more scientist from DIA-COE, Dr. Rahman from IIT Delhi. He was here. And
One more will be invited.
okay, so and you specifically come from the high energy materials domain, technology for handling explosives, and high powered laser technology. So these are three verticals in which your particular DIA-COE in the University of Hyderabad is focusing on. Also, you have described the areas where the call for proposals may happen, which are high energy materials as one of the thrust areas, then handling explosives, detection, distinguish, and elimination, I think.
No, initiation.
Initiation, okay. And then high-powered pulsed laser prototypes and direct energy weapons. These are 4 domains in which you will invite proposals in due course of time, or they are
planning to include chalcogens and chalcogenides.
right. You also talked about long-term directed research, which the DRDO normally does, right? And then this is how the DRDO functions. In fact, earlier, DRDO was not known for going to the academia. Only later stages, I think, let's say, I think 10 to 15 years time. Because when I was in DST, we were thinking of collaborating with DRDO. And Dr. Ramasamy, when he was a secretary, we were thinking to sign an MOU with the DRDO. But somehow it did not happen. You also talked about the role of DIA-COE, which is, I think, taking the TRL 2 to 5, right? And then move on. That's what I think. And the role of academia, industry, and the DRDO in that, triangle is a very important, activity. And you also talked about the startups. Now, the startups is a very, recent phenomena. In the last 10 years, it has come up very hugely, especially in the defense sector and the space sector. Both these sectors have large number of startups now in India. And probably now also yours DIA-COE is also interested and are supporting the startups. I would like to just conclude by saying that your mentorship, your guidance, your support in, you've seen there are a large number of projects also being undertaken, as Dr. Singh has described, in the MET universe, in the various campuses. Your support, your guidance in project identification, project preparation, project submission, and successful award. I'm asking too much for it. But this is a wish list, which I wish that you're coming here
blessings to the scientists, the faculty members here. We would like your, support in this, and we would like to strengthen our relationship much more deeper with the DRDO. We have many big scientists over here from DRDO. They are already there to support us. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Neeraj Sharma ji. I think before we go for felicitation, I think let me tell you, the mission outcome for coordination. Now, today's program is being led by, these are the S&T warriors, what our founder president calls them, S&T warriors. They were 24/7 for the mission accomplishment. So this was led by Harjinder Kaur, who was talking to you, and with her team, Parul, then Ruchi, Vidhi, Koshki, Kavita, and Vivek, and Upreti. They all did that, and thank you very much. But I am not appreciating that their work is finished. No, their work starts now. Now you will seek clarifications or any query from all the faculty members who had participated. We will discuss, we will compile and send it to Dr. Bhattacharya for his response and further actions.
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
And then a few projects should.
Yes.
Definitely, that is the good part.
I would request A.K. Singh sir, of course, Murthy sir, Neeraj Sharma sir for felicitation.
Yes, sir.
इसके इधर ही रखते
I think, madam,
Tinku Basu ma'am and also Vikijan sir. Ajiye sir, Vikijan sir ajiye.
कितने साल का? शुक्ला जी आइए अरे शुक्ला जी 33 साल। मैडम आ गया
Shy to you keep in touch.
Thank you.
Once again,
Thank you to all of you.
Thank you to all of you.
The IT team and
Thank you.
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, sir. This is fantastic.
And for photographing.
Now you will be escorted. Abhi shayad